What's up, everyone? My name is Jason Way, and today here I'm with Alex Ho of Executive Car Ops and Detailing. And why don't you dive into the business and tell us your story, how you got started?
Yeah, so we started this company about 3 years ago. We were living in Edmonton working and just decided to change our life. Calgary has always been home for me, and I was doing this stuff on and off for the last 13 years. So I thought, you know what, the time is now. We're not getting any younger. We can afford to make the mistakes. So here we are. So we specialize in paint protection film, vinyl wraps, window tinting, ceramic coating, detailing, pretty much anything that can be customized on your vehicle.
What's kind of your favorite job to work on?
So the fun stuff is doing like the full color change or like commercial vehicles, right? Just because there's a big difference with, start to end product. The paint protection side of things is just kind of a necessity that we push to help people however we can to, make sure that their investment in vehicles can last more than their ownership.
Yep.
As for like, yeah, we work with a lot of body shops in town, a lot of performance shops and service shops because it's cool to see the kind of relationships you can build with all these different companies because it's like you can do something to help me and I can do something to help you.
Yeah.
So now it's no longer like we're just an individual business, but like part of a network or a team.
Yeah, exactly. Having that symbiotic relationship really helps. And same thing with real estate too, right? Like
Yeah.
real estate and small business kind of go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Whether people want to move, residential or commercial lots,
Mm-hmm.
we can help them out both
Awesome.
sides.
Yeah.
I guess on that front too, like what motivates you to come to work every day? You gotta
I
love this, right?
Yes. I do find that this business is not a business that'll make you rich, but it's a business that, is fulfilling in other ways. I've always been a big car guy. Like ever since I graduated high school, I've been into cars like crazy, right? So getting to work on cars every day and seeing different vehicles is really interesting to me. Also, it's become kind of like a project to see how far we can go with this business now because it was born out of passion and it's just something that we've known to do for over decades. Yeah, it's an interesting journey. It's definitely a lot of fun, and life changes drastically when you become a business owner instead of just a worker, right?
Take on the risk, take on kind of
Yeah.
all the pain points, but it's rewarding too. And I'd have to think doing cars is like there's a sense of immediate satisfaction, right? Like
Hmm.
when you're done with it, it just feels so good. It's a brand new product.
Yeah. Well, it's nice too seeing like a dirty car become a clean car, right?
Yeah,
It's all
just
shiny again,
the
tire
simple
shine.
things.
It's all the small things that people are like, they don't realize those are the things that make a car look so good. But yeah, no, this business has been cool. Like the amount of people that I've met just from like random interactions through clientele or like the different groups that I've encountered just by being in business, the life has really just changed in the last 3 years for us, for sure.
Yeah, and it opens up your mind to be like, okay, Calgary is small, but it's so big because there's all
Hmm.
these little subgroups and different cultures and communities.
Yeah.
What was your first car in high school?
My first car was a 2001 Honda Civic SI. Yeah, I
Nice.
bought off my friend when I turned 15. First car. Yeah, I've been into a bunch of different cars now. Like, what did I get next? The first new car I ever got was a 2013 Scion FRS. Yeah,
Wow.
and that
Okay.
was right out of high school. We graduated, got the car. Had that car for 8 years. Yeah, it was my
Cool.
baby. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a lot of fun. It was probably the most fun. I'm actually looking into getting another one now because
Yeah.
I'm like I need a fun car
You
again.
do.
Yeah.
What are you driving now?
We have a bunch of different cars that we drive. Like daily, I have a 2001 Solera.
Okay.
It's just cheap. It's old.
It works.
It works. It's
Yeah.
so
It's so
reliable.
reliable.
You know,
Easy to fix if there's
yeah,
any problems.
exactly. Parts
Yeah.
are cheap. It does not garner any attention, which is what I like. I like just being able to drive home and no one to care who I am, right? But no, we got a bunch of different vehicles. We have a E60 M5, like a 2006 BMW M5.
Okay.
We have a 2017 Nissan Titan.
Okay.
We have a 2013 MDX, 2014 Toyota Sienna. Yeah, it's kind of
This is
crazy.
all your
Yeah,
cars.
yeah. I have a 95
Wow.
Toyota pickup that is like a project. It's been sitting on my mom's driveway forever, but I'm gonna
Okay.
refinish it and give it to my dad because I think he really wants that truck.
Yeah.
But yeah, our new baby is a 2018 Nissan GTR. We started this automotive business, but like we've started like renting cars on Turo too because we're like, let's just see what we can do. We
Dude,
have so many cars,
totally.
and the beautiful thing is, it's like those vehicles go out, and then we bring them here to detail them.
Yep.
So it's like full circle.
What are your goals for the next year for the business?
Stability. I think that's a huge thing for us. Like being so new, and people always say like you never make money within your 3 years of business, right? Fortunately enough, we've been able to generate some sort of income, and we've been thriving. We've been growing really quickly. So I would love to be able to find a balance with work and life, and not be able to or not have to push as hard every day. I feel like it ages you very quickly when you're not sleeping.
Dude. Yeah.
I think that's the main thing is just stability, like being able to enjoy the fruits of our labor, right? Everyone's always talking about like that's why you get into business is so that you can build it to a point where you get to just have that time,
Mm-hmm.
have that choice to not work that day and be like, you know what? It's a Wednesday and I'm going to go sit by the river and do nothing and it's going to be okay, right?
You'll
It's
get
another
there.
fear that you have to get over too, right? Like everyone always says, "Oh yeah, it's so scary," taking up such a big overhead or it's oh so scary. You have to like think about a plan to get more business, but it's like it's also scary to be able to say, "Hey, can I actually take the time off and enjoy myself a little bit?" Because going home and having dinner and then sitting on the couch for an hour or two before bed, that's not living. It's just going through the motions of life at that point.
Dude, I feel you.
Yeah,
Why do you think it's important for people to shop local?
shopping local is just kind of what everything was built on, right? Like supporting each other, supporting your community, growing together is how we have become from a little small town to such a big city in Canada, right? Without supporting the local businesses here, then we'd be owned by conglomerates and our money would be leaving. So there would be no reinvesting of anything in this market, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally support anybody that's trying to do anything locally. Whether it's, hey, I opened up a donut shop or I'm going to try to run my own dealership. It's like, I'm going to find a way to help you as best as I can. That's a beautiful thing about this business. We've met so many different people in so many different industries that we're always like, how can I help you? Our clients to become more than just clients at that point. We
Oh
always
yeah.
try to find a way to be like, you know what, we can help you in a way to appreciate you for being part of this journey with us. It's so much more. You become involved and it actually does become a community. And that's something you never realize as a worker because you're just there 9 to 5 or whatever your work hours are. And you're like, just get the job done, go home and see how much money you can save at the end of the month.
The way I see it too, it's like little projects. Like you meet a ton of different people, and then that will lead to different things. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're always evolving and working on small projects with different people at different times of your life,
Yeah.
and that opens up a lot of doors.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's so many opportunities that like I have clients now that are in construction and they're like, we want to look into how we can incorporate vinyl wrap into buildings,
Yeah.
right? We're getting into like commercial window film, which is like the window tint for
Yep.
residential homes or commercial offices and all this stuff. And it's opened up so many different avenues of what our business could do that it's like no longer just about cars.
No.
Yeah. Like we will be starting up pretty soon, but we're gonna start ceramic coating airplanes.
Really?
Yeah, like
No way.
who would have ever thought you could get into aircraft from automotive, right? And like boats or toys. It's insane. People are now like protecting their fridges in their homes with paint protection film
Hey, it
because they're
makes
like scratch
sense.
resistance. Your countertops, marble, it stains, right? They're like, let's ceramic coat it. Or like, I've heard people we've been approached about doing their sinks in their bathrooms or their shower walls. Like it's crazy. There's like,
Wow.
if you can think about it, it's probably doable.
Maybe our grandparents are onto something, wrapping the TV controller in saran wrap.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that? It's like,
That was the future.
yeah,
Yeah.
it worked out. It came full circle.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or buying a new vehicle, right? You've already invested 20, 30, $40,000, if not more, on a vehicle. So we get it that it can hurt if you have to spend another 500 or 1,000 or however much money to just protect it. You're really saving your investment from deteriorating so that you can now have better resale value in the future. And
No
cars aren't getting
problems.
cheaper, right? Like it's
No.
becoming harder and harder to get a vehicle nowadays. Even the used market has blown out. Like we have had more people this year go, you know what, we couldn't get a new vehicle. It's going to take too long. I have a life, I have a family, or I need it for work. So I bought what was the next best thing, which was a used vehicle, but I don't like the color. So that's where we come in. We're like, you know what, we can change the color for you.
Yeah,
Right? It's
true.
cheaper than a paint job. It's not a permanent, so you can change the color every couple years if you wanted to, right? It's totally
Yeah.
up to you as the client.
Okay, how can people get to know about you and your business? You have socials. I'll leave the
Yeah.
links in the description below, but
Yeah, our main avenue is probably Instagram. So yeah, our Instagram is probably the easiest way, but wanting more info is easy as just giving us a call,
okay.
right?
Any exclusive deals or promotions or anything you want the customers to know about?
Yeah, you know what? I would like to offer just 15% off on all of our services across the board.
Really, like
Yeah.
kind of as a first time
Yeah,
new
exactly.
customer
Yeah,
incentive?
just let us know that you saw this video and heard about this deal and we'll honor it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
Appreciate that.
at the end of the day, yes, we're a business, but we also understand that.
That wraps it up for today. I want to thank
Awesome.
Alex Ho for
Yeah.
the interview.
No,
Appreciate it,
thank
man.
you.
Great
That was
meeting you in
awesome.
person.
Yeah.
If you're a local business and you want to get featured, make sure you reach out to me. Definitely happy to meet you. My name is Jason Way. I'm a local realtor here in Calgary. If you're looking before buying, selling, and investing in real estate, I'm the guy to talk to. Make sure you reach out and send me a message. But otherwise, we'll see you on the next one.